Hello everybody and welcome back to yet another video. Chivalry 2 again. What a surprise. If you like these videos, be sure to click the subscribe button. Maybe leave a like. If you leave a dislike, that's okay. Maybe next time I'll earn the like off you. However, we were live streaming last Thursday and we were playing Chivalry 2. Now in the middle of that stream, somebody from Tornbanner came by and they were like, "Hey Turtle, we gave you a donation of in-game currency to customize your customization to do the fashion." And I was like, "Oh, really? Give me all the details that you have so I can make sure it's right." So, what happened is we did get some in-game currency I still have left over. I mean, I feel pretty happy with my customization. But I thought, why not take a look at the customization for all of you guys as well. So, as we know and as we saw in the trailer, last time we discussed the Chivalry 2 stuff, you can customize your Agatha team, Mason, and free-for-all. And I really like this. The amount of colors here and stuff, I mean, my archer here looks like a little potato man, but that's fine. The free-for-all seems to be a little bit more limitless when it comes to customization. And this is something that I really like. So for example, as a Mason Knight, let's take the Knight. We haven't customized the Knight here too much. But if we go to the armor set, for example, we have 4 main sets. The Jousting, Dreadnought, Rust Knight, and Raven Knight. And the Agathian Knight has Plate Knight, Agatha Knight, and Jousting Knight. However, in free-for-all, you can mix and match Agatha armor with Mason armor. And that is really cool. That makes it so that, for example, let's say you like the Plate Knight armory look, but you really like the Mason helmets, you can put that on, and it'll look awesome. And so far in the customization, I think that's one of the coolest things. The mixing and matching in the free-for-all character, which makes sense, you know, you're kind of a mercenary picking together whatever you have. And you're a utilitarian fighter, able to demolish people. Also, let's get straight into the archer, for example. I saw somebody comment on the last video where we had some gameplay of the recurve bow. And if we go to weapons, and you go to the bow, you can see I have the longbow and the recurve. Personally, it doesn't seem like they do any different damage. It's basically the same bow with different skins. But I will say though, I really like the look of the recurve more than I do the longbow. However, I do hope to some degree that at some point the longbow and recurve are different weapons. And what I mean about this is that the longbow it can fire further, it does more damage, it hits harder, but it's slower to pull, while the recurve does less damage, faster to pull, and a bit more maneuverable. I would hope that at some point might be a future. I don't know, but it could be, and I hope it will be, because that would be cool. That would make it so the archers have a bit more than the bow, crossbow, javelin, and throwing axe. And the throwing axe and javelins they're kind of different. But as we've seen, the bow has probably the coolest customization of the archery stuff. The crossbow doesn't have like a different variation. It has the recurve, but it's basically the same crossbow. I remember back in Chivalry Medieval Warfare, you could get a normal crossbow, and you could get like a heavy hitting crossbow that you had to like use metal grindy gears to like wind up. But in this, it seems like it's a little simpler on that regard. I mean, when we look at the future of Chivalry 2, I can almost say with a certainty that we will get more variations of weapons and probably more ranged weapons. That would be interesting. Maybe even one of those, I don't remember what faction it was from, but like those horse riders that fired like 3 arrows at once from small bows. That'd be cool, that'd be pretty sick. Well, let's get on here. So for example, the Vanguard. This is also a thing that I noticed with the weapons in particular. For example, you might look around and be like, "Whoa, where's the Swai, Turtle? Where is it?" Well, the Swai is now a skin of the Greatsword. And I don't know how I feel about this. I guess it makes sense, it's easier to balance in that regard. But, you know, they're different. They're very different looking, like the Swai looks more beautiful. Let's be honest, holy moly. Well, the Greatsword looks plain. It doesn't look the way it needs to be. I'm gonna make sure... Oh, no, this guy's wearing the wrong sword. put that in the right hands. There we go. But as you can see, there are some weird stuff going on here with the customization. I don't mind it. I don't mind it personally. I would be interested to hear what you guys have to say about this, because I think you guys might have a better idea of how you feel like this game should be. And comparing it to Chivalry 1, I mean, it's a beta. The game isn't out yet, so I'm not going to put down the hammer on any points here. But I will say, though, that some of these weapons I would kind of expect to be different weapons. Like, you know, the greatsword and having a swai here somewhere. I also think the short sword... No, it's not the sword, it's not the... What, the snort? That was a toss. Well, it is very cool that a lot of the weapons have a lot of different skins. I mean, it is cool that you can completely change the look of a weapon with a skin, which I really like. I really like that in, for example, other games that have customization as one of their things of, you know, microtransactions. But it would also be interesting to see, for example, if they do something else with the customization than it just being weapon skins and color palettes. I mean, we have a lot of color palettes here, and they all look pretty cool. But it would also be very interesting to see what we could get if we had more variations of weapons. So let's say here now for a fact, I mean, we've gotten stuck in this weapon talk, but I feel like that's kind of where the customization lies. In the way of, you know, how you would want to play the game. And the customization is cool. Weapons are great with different skins. But it would also be cool to maybe at some point be able to unlock different weapons that have, you know, different skins that you can only get if you could do a challenge with a weapon or something. I don't know. Something that entices you to use a certain weapon or subclass or class, just so you can get all the stuff you want. Ooh, some nice skins here. But as you can see, the general customization is very different to each faction. And I really like that they have each distinct looks to how every kind of character looks like. But it would also be cool to see for example, I don't know, a way to customize a little bit more as well. Maybe like, add some extra shoulder plates, or like one side has a full armor arm or something like that. I mean, it might be a little bit much to ask as well, but I feel like it would add a lot of... I would really get involved with the fashion if I could go to the armor set and, like in Mordhau, and select my arms and my t-shirt and stuff. I mean, that would be very great, and maybe we'll see that later on down the line. I mean, they might just add more detail and depth to the customization in general, but so far, I really like it. The customization gives you what you want in this game. It gives you a lot more customization than in Chivalry Medieval Warfare, so a lot more options to choose from. Earning in-game cash isn't too difficult, and enjoying the game is definitely not too difficult. So, tell me what you think in the comments down below. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say on this. I've been the Turtle, and if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe with notifications on. And until next time, I'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.